Recently, I've been getting a lot of messages on Instagram from people who are interested in coming to study in Canada. So actually, when I saw those messages, I had like two kind of reactions, or two things crossed my mind. The very first thing that crossed my mind was like, oh wow, my video is getting a lot of traction, because for sure, if people are seeing my videos, then it means my videos are getting across to a lot of people. And guys, I have just you guys to thank, because it definitely means that you guys are sharing my videos and you guys are making my videos visible for more and more people to see. And that's why in return, these people are becoming interested in studying in Canada, and so they are coming to contact me. So guys, please continue to do what you do, continue to share the videos, continue to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and also give this video a thumbs up. The second way that I feel is that, okay, my videos are actually convincing more people to want to come to Canada, and it means my videos are having an impact, right? They are doing something. They are touching the minds of people, or they are making people to be interested in wanting to study in Canada. As a result of that fact, I decided to make this video specifically for anyone who is considering studying in Canada, just as a way to have like a guide that you can use to be able to decide the courses that you should consider studying when coming to Canada. Courses that are in demand in Canada. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to my channel. My name is Nelly. If this is your first time here, welcome. How are you doing? I'm so glad to have you on this channel. On this channel, I talk about a lot of things. I previously used to talk about my life in Japan. I equally talk about how to immigrate to Japan as an international student. Then I talk about scholarships too, of course. I talk about how to immigrate to Canada, and sometimes I equally do vlogs just so that you see life, how life is really here, so that you don't just have an idea that, oh, Canada is like this, but you actually see videos from someone living in Canada, seeing the behind the scenes of how life in Canada is. So sometimes I try to do vlogs and I try to do things just to show you about life. So if you're interested in a course and you listen throughout this video and you don't hear me talk about that course, it doesn't necessarily mean that that course is not important. It doesn't mean if you study that course, you're not going to get a job. No. These courses that I'm talking about, they are courses that lead you through a career that is always in demand. So that's why I'm specifically talking about these courses. Also, if after hearing this video, I forget to mention some other courses that you know that are in demand, of course, leave it in the comment section. I'll definitely pin your comments. This page, this group, this family is all about sharing information, right? Like interacting with each other and educating each other. So if I miss out something and you know that that is also in demand, please don't forget to leave in the description box, to leave in the comment section, and I'll pin your comments so that other people can see. Guys, you've spoken a lot, so let's get into it. The very first major that you should study are majors that have to do with getting a career in the healthcare field. I'm talking about doctors, I'm talking about nurses, I'm talking about medical laboratory technicians, dentists, pharmacists, I'm talking about dietitians, I'm talking about nutritionists, I'm talking about psychologists, I'm talking about occupational therapists, I'm talking about paramedics, I'm talking about dental hygienists. If you see any program that has to do with the healthcare field, guys, do not miss out on those kind of programs. Those are the programs that you should definitely be looking out for. Of course, everybody cannot do it, right? If it's something that you're passionate about, if it's something that you love, if it's something that you think you can do. For example, some people cannot stand body fluids and all of that. If you think you can stand those things and you have a passion for caring for people, then this is something that you should definitely consider, a career in healthcare. The second major which you should consider doing, which will lead you to getting a career or an occupation which is in demand in Canada, is still in the line of healthcare, but I decided to focus on this one. So this has to do with personal support worker and home support worker. A home support worker provides light housekeeping, prepares meals, can do laundry, while a personal support worker takes care of personal needs, bathing, toileting, and transfers. Most families who have someone who might have some health challenges might require the services of someone to come into their home to look after this family member who has these health issues. As a result, they will need to hire someone who is really experienced, not just any kind of person, but they'll need someone who is experienced with caring for people with health needs. So this is where people like home support workers or personal support workers come into play. The good thing is there's an immigration route that you can actually use to come to Canada if you qualify as a home support worker. If you're someone who likes to look after people who cannot look after themselves, if you're someone who is empathetic, you like to care for people, then this is a career that you should definitely consider, because guys, trust me, there are a lot of jobs. Like with Canada's aging population, you would definitely see that you are the one who will be refusing jobs. Like you will see many options. So guys, if this is a career that you're passionate about, you love, then you should definitely consider it. The third career has to do with early childhood education. So I'm talking about early childhood assistants, early childhood educators, like anything that has to do with caring for kids, maybe from the age of like 0 to before they start elementary school. Guys, that's another career which is very much in demand. Like many years back, you know that most parents used to, or most mothers, when they have a baby, they stay at home maybe for a year or two, look after the child before they resume work. But guys, you know, it's not the situation now, right? Things are hard. Like life is expensive, and as a result, most mothers, even though they don't want to go back to work immediately, they don't want to leave their little baby and just start working, but the reality hits them and they have to go back to be able to provide for these little ones. And who are the people who would care for these little ones while their parents are not around? Early childhood educators or early childhood assistants. So these people are very much in demand. Like if you look at where their daycares and all of that, you always see that they are looking to hire people. So if you're someone who loves kids, you like to be involved in the process of raising a child, you like to nurture kids, then maybe this is a career you should definitely consider, because guys, there are a lot of jobs for this career. Career number 4, tech related careers. I know that for sure. You're like, obviously, Nelly. Oh yes, obviously. Technology is advancing and companies have to meet up with the growing technology. They need security analysts to ensure that there's no breach in the system. They need data analysts to manage their data. They need people in the tech field. Anything that has to do with a career in tech. If you're into tech stuff, then you should definitely consider doing this course in Canada, because for sure you would see that your options will be limitless. Like you have a lot of job options, because these are things that are highly in demand currently in Canada. The next kind of course that you should consider studying are courses that have to do with accounting and finance. I'm talking about accountants, I'm talking about accounting managers, I'm talking about finance managers, anything that has to do with managing money. That career is very lucrative. Some of these accountants work for themselves and others work for companies, and guys, these people make good money, especially now, which is tax season. People are filing for their taxes, and so many people engage the services of an accountant, because of course filling documents and all of that can be a bit troublesome, but then the accountant is familiar with the process and they can go through everything for you. And then these people, they charge you per year. Like for every year that they have to file your taxes, that's how they charge you. Imagine that they have to do that for so many people, how much money they are able to make. Like guys, this career is very lucrative. If you're great with numbers, if you like jobs that have to do with calculation, then you should definitely consider a career that has to do with accounting and finance. So if there are other careers which I didn't mention and you want me to talk about them in subsequent videos, definitely leave in the comment section and I'll definitely talk about them in another video. Thank you so much for staying tuned with me. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up to let me know that you loved the video or you liked the video. Thank you so much for staying tuned with me. See you in my next video. Goodbye.